Chaos, variety, chaos. That's right, folks. We're back today. The studio production company that exists entirely in the theater of my imagination proudly presents the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo's Almost Daily. That's the wrong sign. Why do we have both of those? Anyways, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Here we are. Jumping into a little Call of Duty, folks. Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and good night to you. I have finally swapped my day-night sleep schedule to go overnight to avoid the heat as much as possible. For those of you who do not know what the heat is like in Southern California, it gets crazy. I know that there's states where it's hotter, like New Mexico and Arizona and whatnot, but it's pretty bad out here, especially in the golden hour of like post, from 3 in the afternoon to like 7 in the evening. It gets stupid hot. It's so hot that it's dangerous to run equipment that is heat sensitive, like computers and gaming machines, without cranking the air conditioning, which of course gets stupid expensive. So I try to mitigate that by switching my entire life into nocturnal mode. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Hello and welcome. We are going to dive into our almost daily duty action. We got a couple of days left before the season's over, and I've got to knock out the end of that battle pass. I might give in to the temptation of just buying the last few items out with my paltry bit of CP that's left, but who knows? Maybe we'll grind it out manually. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Please do say hello, etc., etc. All the usual greetings and things. I'm in a mood today. I don't know what kind of mood that is, but I'm in a mood today. Anyways, I'm going to stop babbling. Let's enjoy the opening bit and dive into some... I need to change up my playlist. I need to change up my loadouts because we didn't do that yesterday at all. And I had meant to go and check out what the latest listings on Community app. Real genuine endorsement. No one's paying me to say this. It's a handy dandy app that aggregates the data as to what is being played and what is the meta. So if you've ever been asked what's the meta and you're not really sure, or you spend a lot of time following content creators to see what the meta is, that's one way to do it. I keep tabs on certain content creators whose builds I've always found interesting, but also this app is awesome. We'll take a look at it in just a minute. Let's launch the game. Okay, this is interesting. Intel drops. I've always thought that it's really hilarious and curious that enthusiasts of any game, in particular this game or any other, where the developers or the publishers or the companies behind it put a lot of effort into publishing developer notes, dev blogs, etc. Call of Duty calls them Intel drops. But people just ignore all that information and then pester the community on social media demanding answers. And it's like, go read the blog. They publish those for a reason. Anyways, this is a QR code to sign up for dev blogs, I guess, Intel drops. And we're going to get a blueprint out of it. I guess we gotta. Let's click. I'm gonna use my iPad. I think I've signed up for these. I may have not have. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I think I've got my name on there. Oh, we gotta add in. Do I have this password saved on the things? I think I do. I am not a robot. I hope that's the saved thing. Yes. Okay. Preferences. Account linking. I've got an email thing set up. There we go. I did have one of the email things not activated. But I guess that's enough. Now I've got to see if I've got an email from them yet. Although, who knows if it's out. Keep an eye out for an email treat. Which email did I use? I don't even remember. Let's go poke. I'm going to go poke through my emails real quick. Anyways. No, that's the wrong thing I opened. And head on over to the loadouts list. Let's look up Activision. Search. Call of Duty. Thanks for being a subscriber. Oh, look, that's from the 26th. That's yesterday. Locked and loaded. Here, I'm gonna switch you over to this email view. No. Come here. Oh, what happened? What the hell just happened? I clicked something and now. There we go. I don't know what that was. Okay, pop on over to the iPad Pro. Here's the email that you, I guess, in theory, might get from Activision if you go and subscribe. Thank you for. Oh, that's a cool. I'm gonna steal that. Oh, I guess that's not an image. Is that an image? That's a link. Here's a Intel drop on Season 4 coming up in a day or two. What happened to my... Let's read the email, though. Thanks for being a subscriber. To show you our appreciation, we're giving you the Star Traveler Sniper Weapon Blueprint as a reward for being opted into email communications. As always, you're among the first to receive the latest Call of Duty news, updates, and fresh content straight into your inbox. And I do. I have a whole, as you can see, I have a whole backlog of stuff that I guess I just made myself a hypocrite. I have not been reading them. DJ Zed is apparently still playing music. Oh, no, he's not. Okay. Anyways, I should probably scroll through all these and find out if there's other rewards or blueprints that I've missed out. Use the code below to redeem your Star Traveler Sniper Weapon Blueprint. This code is unique to you and can only be redeemed by you. So don't try to copy my code. Anyways, I'm going to go redeem that. I'm going to pop you back in over here. You got to sign back in again, apparently, to redeem that code. I got it. I think I copy pasted it. Here we go. Thank you for your code. The items will be available in-game across all application titles and platforms once you restart. Rock on. I guess we have to restart. I should probably sort through some of these older emails to see what's what. Of course, it's having a time. It's not loading. It's being weird and slow. My thing. Incentive received. Check that out. We just got a little alert inside of added to your inventory. All right. It did say you should reboot, so just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna reboot. I'm just gonna go and click out of the thing. Every time I see the ad for that Galactic Empire game that is... Oh, you guys aren't looking at that. There's a game that I'm always... Here. I have installed and uninstalled this game right here 5 times because I'm intrigued by it, but I also know that I'm not going to be a huge fan of the way it plays. But I love the idea of it. It's only 15 gigs. I got room. But I know it's super slow gameplay. It's going to be it isn't flying a ship. Alright, for whatever reason, this is not... Okay. Activision. Uh-oh. The Call of Duty Majors, did I miss that? Oh, man, the 23rd to the 25th. I completely missed that, and there's some cool cosmetic-y bits that we did not grab. Oh, apparently they're sending us weekly activity reports? That's interesting. I need to start collecting those, although my stats are not that impressive. How bizarre. Apparently, I'm averaging an hour per week, approximately 10 games. This is from 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. My average eliminations are 17. My score per minute is 281. My highest streak is 7. My highest eliminations per game is 28. And at a week-to-week ratio rate, my elimination to death ratio is 1.1. My KD ratio, as they used to call it. And my win-loss ratio is a solid 1.0. Anyways, don't forget to check those emails so that you know what's going on. Okay. Oh, no. I clicked the wrong thing. Let's go. We got 2 days left. I theoretically could just buy this out right now. Apparently I can afford to buy 8 tokens. Why did I think I used to be able to buy 10? No, I'm maxed out at 8. So with the CP that I have, I can buy 8 tokens. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things left to unlock. I don't think this one just unlocks all completely, right? I forget. Anyways, let's play it. I'm gonna try to save that. No, I'm a liar. Let's tweak our loadout. As tedious and boring as that may feel sometimes, we're going to poke around and look at what the latest meta listings are on the COD Community app. That's COD, like Call of Duty, and the back half of Community. So it's, if you are looking for this app, it should be available on your phone and on your tablets in the marketplaces. I know it's available for both Android and iOS. You just type in COD, capital MUNITY. I think there's a couple of other apps that do the same sort of thing, but for ease of use and overall interface, I like the Community app. Okay, let's go take a look at it real quick. All right, the best guns right now for Black Ops 6, the CR56 Max and the LR762 Sniper. Now, there's a bunch of different things you can do here. Your top 5 metal loadouts, you got the CR, the KVS, the C9, the Krig C, and the Ladra. Import your stats with a picture. It takes a few seconds. Interesting. I didn't know they had a stats tracker too. That's probably a pro feature. Import your stats with a picture. How am I supposed to... Only Warzone, please. Okay. I don't have Warzone stats because I hardly played it. So you can poke around, as you can see here. That was the homepage. This is what the homepage looks like. They've changed it a little bit. You can search for weapons. You can search by creator. You can also drop click and pick, the different titles that they are tracking for meta. My default, of course, is Black Ops 6 multiplayer because that's my favorite thing to play. I need to push myself to play Warzone more often. And, yeah. Anyways, hello to everybody dropping in. Let's go check it. Oh, we got to go do the thing. Greetings, friends. Thank you for dropping by. Hello, Abby. You're the most recent joiner on TikTok Live. And then Twitch. You're sitting pretty at 2,472 kbps. I don't remember what I set my default output to that. I've been wanting to tweak it to see if it flows all right with a higher kbps rate now that I've updated my modem. Oh, speak of the devil, and the internet does weird things and drops my rate. Great. Anyways, that'll probably update itself in just a minute. I don't need this page open. Go away. The bots are off. I didn't use them. It's purged a little. Headroom here. Okay. So, let's go find a meta that we want to build. Parmalee, my newest follower on Twitch. I think you turned out to be a chatbot, didn't you? Anyways, the curse of my situation is I'm followed primarily by sales bots. Anyways, yada yada yada. Let's build this CR Max Versatile. We got a versatile assault rifle, absolute meta, mobility. They rank them or label them according to like tiers of meta. Absolute meta, meta, very good, and contender. Anyways, let's do the versatile absolute meta. This is for, like I said, this is for a 5. The other thing that I really like about this, as you can see here, they've got options for the 5 attachment build and the 8 attachment build, which is not new, but it's something they with Black Ops 6 got reintroduced that we didn't have, and I don't think we had in Modern Warfare 3. Let's get into it. I may or may not already have a machine that has this loadout. We're gonna go and build one anyways. The CR56 Max, the newest build, the newest machine that they've released. We got this blueprint for it, which I kind of like. All right, let's see what the all right, so that's what we're going to. Ooh, let me make this one adjustment. There we go. Now I can find this easier. Boom. So that's what we're going to build, this 5 attachment one. Oh, look at you violating terms of service. Most recent chatter blocking you by. Okay. I'm going to stick with the 5 attachment. We got a suppressor, a Ranger 4-brick, 4 grip, extended mag. Go away. Oh my god. Go away. Ah! I hate it when things. Oh my god. Stop. When things don't do. Oh my god. Stop it. Never mind. I was trying to clear that alert. Anyways, standard suppressor, Ranger 4 grip, extended mag 1, ergonomic grip, and infiltrator stock. Let's go build it. No optic, huh? Just iron sights. I'm always a little weirded out by that. Let's start over here. Suppressor. Underbarrel Ranger. Do have that opened up. Extended mag 1. I love me some extended mag action, always. The rear grip is... Oh, I'm over here, and I meant to pop you on over here. Sorry about that. I really should... Are we going to do that right now? No, let's leave it. Okay, the rear grip, we said, was the Ergo. Of course, the one grip I don't have unlocked. We'll stick with Quick Draw for now, and then Infiltrator. Alright. That is supposedly the meta. Let's look up the meta for the Sirin 9mm. Let's just search, yeah. Back up over here. Let's pop back on over to... Oh, wait. Let's use this one. Why is that so gosh darn low over there? I don't understand that. Let me fix this because I don't like the way it looks on the TikTok. Transform center on screen. There we go. Now it's prettier. Okay, so we're looking up. Let's search. Come here, search. That search bar doesn't look like a search bar. We want to look up the Sirin 9M. Okay, let's find a Black Ops 6. And it's funny and weird, but they do indeed, and this is a strange thing, folks, and I think some people don't realize this. It took me a hot minute to figure this out when I first started playing Call of Duty. But the multiplayer loadouts, the multiplayer side of the game, and the Warzone side of the game, Activision and whoever, the subsidiaries that manage each side, they on purpose give slightly different properties to builds and machines on each side. So like the same build in multiplayer won't perform the same way in Warzone. So you got to look up each one individually. Like if you want to play Warzone, you got to look up a Warzone build. If you're going to play zombies, you look at a zombies build. I don't know how or why they do that, but it seems to be the case. Black Ops 6, Versatile, Sirin 9.9. We got the carry sight handle, the suppressor, the long barrel, the vertical foregrip, and the extended mag 1. I think I've built that before, but we'll go ahead and just build one fresh for funsies. We're going to delete a few builds because we got a bunch. Like, here's a blank one. Actually, we'll just edit this blank one. How's about that? Because we've got two. All right. The carry handle sight I don't really like, but it says to use it. That's supposed to be. Okay. It's got a weird suppressor. Barrel. We got a long barrel. I've totally built this. This machine only has X many attachments, and I don't know why. I guess because it's technically a sidearm. It's huge for a sidearm. It's not a pistol, but whatever. Okay, lumber vertical foregrip. I don't have that. So when does this unlock? Level 25. We gotta grind this machine a little more. And then extended mag 1. Okay. That is the meta for that machine. Okay, now we want to go back. Let's go back to the iPad real quick. Alright, friends. Let's look up. Wait, no, go back to meta. Let's go to the meta page. We got Black Ops, multiplayer, absolute meta. The CR56 AMAX. That's what we just built over here, right? Yep. The KSV, the C9, the Krig C, and the Ladra are the top ranking ones in their absolute meta category. And then they've got standard meta, and then contenders, and then good, a quality good, whatever that means, and that's like a bunch. And then viable means you can use it, but it's not being picked a lot. And then other / niche, I guess, are special honorable mentions or whatever, however you wanted to think of it. What's great about this app is that they're not just focusing on Black Ops 6, but they also feature what they consider what they're, and they're not just making this up, and they're not. I mean, the community. The community can contribute to the builds in their database, but I think their rankings for what is meta and how it gets distributed on this list is based on like what is being picked and is performing well in terms of the game data. So you can also literally look at stats. You can compare and contrast stuff. One-click meta comparison unlock. Oh, but that's apparently that is a pro feature. There's a lot of this is pretty rich and very solid, very usable app that does have a pro feature. I think it's somewhat reasonably affordable, but I've got too many things going on for my project here. Okay. They've also got other buttons like you can focus on versatility. Really sure what pushing these buttons do. I guess that's to find things that are specifically builds that use the available conversion kits. You can also focus on, it highlights the ones that are the most mobile or whatever. But let's go versatile. Keep that. We're going to build some absolute metas. We've already built this one, right? Espresso, Ranger foregrip, extended mag on, ergonomic. Yep. Just built that. Which one do I like? I like the Ladra. Let's build that next. That is an SMG. Done. I'm still sort of biased when it comes to my preferences. I, for whatever reason, kind of irrationally prefer assault rifles than submachine guns and machine guns, but they don't always do me right. Like, I'm not always picking the best thing. Now, I've probably already built a copy of this, but go ahead and just build another one, just in case I haven't gotten the exact same things. Set up suppressor. Okay, no optic. Suppressor. Ooh, I don't have the standard suppressor. I guess I'll give it the monolithic just to occupy the thing and not have an empty gap. Okay, long barrel. I do have that. Vertical, easy. It's the first one to pop open. Extended mag 2, I don't have, so we'll just run the basic one, extended mag 1. And ergo. Quick draw, assault. We don't have either of those, so we'll go with quick draw. That is not meta, but meta approximate. It's as close as I can get right now. Does this have attachments? Get out. How have I not noticed this? No, it doesn't. It's just customizations. I really don't like it. Like, I don't get why they do with that with some items. Like, why? Let's get rid of this. And put in a proper pistol. What's my... The Krakova is my favorite. I've already maxed that out. Level 11, level 5. And the 9mm was level 9. So we'll go with the lowest level one. Yeah, level 5, just because I gotta grind it. Okay, the Strider... Right, this is the Strider 2.2. Let's look up the Strider 2.2. Where'd the search bar go? Back to the home page. Oh, I'm failing to swap back and forth between screens effectively. So you guys didn't see me, or I wasn't looking at. Oh, that's spelled with a Y, not with an I. Just trying to wonder. .22. Did we not? Ah, it's fucking autocorrect. For crying out loud. I hate it when it does that. Just like, if I didn't ask you, why did you change it? There we go. Don't autocorrect me. Autocorrect. Okay. I want it for Black Ops. Ranked play zombies. Interesting. The reason ranked play gets its own category, in case, and for anybody who's not aware, is because in ranked, they restrict a whole bunch of things. Certain attachments aren't allowed. Certain other things aren't allowed. Versatile. Ranked zombies hardcore. I don't know why you would need a different one in hardcore. But anyways, okay. Here's a versatile. The Kepler Microflex. Let's go. Let's build it. Kepler. We got suppressor, which is odd to me. I also do not understand why sometimes certain things are available and certain things are not. Like on some machines, the basic suppressor is the first thing you unlock, but in other ones it's a different suppressor. It's like, what? Why do you guys do that? I guess to keep it spicy, to keep it interesting. Long barrel. I don't have it. I don't like the headshot multiplier because it adds a lot of recoil, but I get why people like it. We'll just skip that for now. Extended mag 2, I do not have. Don't really like the idea of the fast mag because that usually drops the capacity down. So, then again, mag size 30? It's so weird to me. The standard mag has 30 rounds. The fast mag is weirdly super long and has 5 fewer rounds. I don't get it. I'm not going to do that. Ergo. I don't think we've got that one either. So we've got the assault, not the quick draw. Quick draw is usually first, but for some reason, I don't like either of these. Dive, slide. I don't do a lot of diving or sliding. I'm not that advanced of a player. I'm just going to leave it blank. Alright, never mind. That's as close to meta as I can get with a level 5 Strider, so boom, we're going to grind that. Let's back it up. Figure something else out for our next loadout. Let's pick from the list. Let's go back over here. We got the Krieg C. I really don't like this goblin. And I really didn't like, and it's really annoying to me. They dropped this interesting mod that makes it like little mini rockets. And it sounds like it should be awesome. And other people have destroyed me with it. But it never works for me. When I try to use it, I guess I always shoot too soon. And I'm like, I'm not getting up close enough or whatever. Anyways, of all of the primary weapons in the assault rifle category, this is my least favorite, as you can tell by the fact that it's still level 4. While it's the vast majority of the rest of them are maxed or near max. Okay, what did I decide? We're going to pick the Krieg C. We got the Kepler, the suppressor, the vertical foregrip, extended mag 1, and recoil springs. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's go back to the Xbox. What did we decide? Oh, Krieg C. Go ahead and build a new one. Oh wait, is there like an empty one that I can... No. There's my blueprints. There's a big one. That one's... I like to keep one that's just the base machine as it is, because it's always kind of fun and interesting to go back to like an unaltered, unwidgeted, you know, just a blank template to see how that feels and how it plays. Okay. Got the Kepler, which is default. It's the #1 most picked optic that I've noticed in Black Ops 6 in multiplayer. I don't know how it would rank in Warzone because it's a different scale of everything over there. Vertical. Oh no. Oh no. Extended mag 1. Vertical foregrip. There we go. And recoil springs. Nothing else, huh? I do like the recoil springs. Although it's funny to me that that's a whole thing. Alright, let's see how that plays. I don't think I've ever built that before. Should we build a meta of this? Sure. I don't think I have one. Oh, that's a new blueprint. Well, let's just drop this in there as for funsies because it's bright blue. We already have a CR Max, so let's swap that out for something. Let's go back to the iPad. This is why I wish I could either have an AI assistant, like, comprehensive enough so that I could just tell it to, like, swap our view to this thing. So I don't have to push buttons and stare at the screen this way the whole fucking day. But anyways, iPad. Meta. Let's swap back to, well, we just did an AM. Let's go back to the absolute meta. Highest ranking SMG is the KSV. Let's pop one of those out. I built a few. Let's get rid of one or two. This has just been me dicking around trying to figure stuff out. I don't think I've used this loadout. Is this the meta? This might be the meta right here. F it, doesn't matter. Let's build a brand new one. We'll purge our lists later. Sometimes I purge all the builds I've built and just start building new things for funsies. KSV. We got the suppressor, the long barrel, the vertical foregrip, the extended mag one, and the ergo grip. All right. Let's go build it. No optic muzzle suppressor. No barrel. Oh, long barrel. I do have that. Under barrel vertical. Extended mag one. Ergonomic grip. Do I have that yet? No. I'll just stick with quick draw. And that's that. Fine. Now see, we've got these special secondary weapons, and I don't know why the Sirin 9mm is the only one that has things. These ones, oh wait, no, this has. Oh, this does have attachments. Let's look up this machine. D13 Sector, is that what it's called? Yeah, the D13. Search bar. Oh, no wonder I couldn't see the search bar on this page. It's like little tiny thing. No, the D1.3. D1.3 sector. There we go. Viable. There's apparently a long barrel. I didn't realize that. This under barrel is the... I don't have this unlocked. Overclocked stock. How do you overclock a stock? Improved circuitry allows for faster cycling to improve fire rate along with sturdier construction for improved movement and accuracy. Enables ADS idle sway delay. Alright, don't have it unlocked. We need to get to level 10. Well, score streak damage, explosive. For funsies, let's put that in. That's something. I haven't played that before, I don't think. Let's clear that out. You know what I haven't looked up is what is the current meta for the XM4? There's only, quote, good. I'm really surprised the XM4 is not ranked higher on these lists, but it performs well for me. It's one of my favorite machines. Let's build a new one. I've got 26 blueprints, or builds. Let's clear some shit out here. I don't know what, there is a limit. I don't know what it is, but there is a limit. Luckily, you cannot, I don't think you can delete blueprints. You shouldn't delete blueprints. You shouldn't be able to, because they're like, I don't know what you would call it. That's not a blueprint. delete one there. We'll leave these gold ones. These gold ones have performed well for me. The thermal scope is dope. I kind of love those. That seems a bit redundant. Let's delete that one. You don't know what... They should really organize these a little bit better. Like, all the blueprints should, like, lump together at the bottom of the list or at the top of the list. Either way. And then the custom builds, I don't know why they are weird like that. That's a recent build. That's a duplicate. Is that a duplicate of this? I guess so. Oh, it's because I put that whatchamahoozle underneath. There's a blank. This might be meta, but let's just delete it anyways. Okay. New build. So a little known feature that a lot of people I've seen in social media not realize is that when you go to build a new build, you can start from a blank template, or you can start from your selection of blueprints you've unlocked or received or whatever. And that's the choice you want to make if you want to tinker with a blueprint's attachments. Don't edit your original blueprint. Leave it so that you have the original blueprint as it exists, and you can always come back to it and play it. Make a copy and then tinker. That way you won't break your original blueprint. Humble opinion there. Okay, what is the XM4 meta build? Starts with a no optic, suppressor, reinforced barrel. That's interesting. Is that the double one? That's the one that's split. Okay, I like that one. It's a good look. Vertical. Ergo. I do have this unlocked here. Boom. Infiltrator. Alright. That's an interesting... I don't think I actually have built that. Standard... Okay. Let's, for funsies, clear this out. Yeah. Let's go look up a secondary weapon. We just did the 9mm and the Strider. Let's put in the GS45. Let's build a new build of that. Let me search that up. I mean, like, I'm not keeping up with the GS45. Here we go. The Kepler, the suppressor, the long barrel, extended mag 2, and an ergo grip. See what I mean? Like, I could start with this and then tweak it. Or with this one, or with this one, or this one. That's how you get the look, by making a duplicate of the blueprint, and you've got the skins or whatever, the cosmetics that they've added to it. And then you can tweak around and break the blueprint as much as you want. Strongly recommend that instead of editing your original blueprint, which the game will let you do. I think those blueprints should be locked down so that you can never mess them up. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just my crazy opinion. Anyways, hello. Okay, optic, Kepler. It kind of seems weird to me that there's so many options, but almost always it boils down to there's one of those options that's always the chosen one. Apparently here for this game, for Black Ops 6, the Kepler Microflex is the only optic anyone gives a shit about. I mean, I obviously see people using lots of different things, but when it comes to what is consistently in these meta loadouts, as listed here on COD Community, it's always the Kepler. Alright. Barrel. Long barrel. Damage range. Okay, we got an extended mag. Whoa. Oh, I do have both. All of them. Unlocked. Cool. And the ergo grip. I have it unlocked. Okay. There we go. I have been ignoring my sidearms, my pistols. Do I want to keep these forever? Maybe. I don't really like the way these two, the weed themed ones, I don't like the way they work. So one of these days, I'm going to open those up, make copies, and tweak them until they work like something I like. All right. So down here, I've got my... I put together a bunch of snipers. Ooh, I should find that one machine and put it here because it matches. That was a... Oh, wait, is this... Yeah, we can get rid of this. Let's go, instead of overkill, let's go back to danger close, which is my new favorite thing in this game because it gives you 2 of the lethals right up front. That's dope. Okay, where did we find that machine? Was that the 9mm? I think that was the PM, right? Something in here was like, oh, it totally matches. That's meant to match with that other thing. Nope. It must be the Strider that I saw that in. Let's go look. Am I crazy? Oh, is that not a... Is it a GS45? Where did I see that look? It's not the Krakova. This is my favorite Krakova loadout. That blueprint that they gave us. I haven't played the Brutal Sting yet. It must not have been a thing. What did I see that at? It wasn't this. That must have been a... Oh, then never mind. It must have been a... sub. Let's go back to subs. SMGs. The KSV? What was I looking at? Oh, maybe it was the Lantra. I saw something that was like, this goes with that. Nope, that hasn't released any blueprints. Okay. Where did I... Was this... I'm just going to scroll now until I find out... There it is! They just happen to be a matching pair. See what I mean? I like weird matching pairs like that. It's dumb. It's just cosmetics. But I like it. Okay, that was dumb. It's only level 2, so I doubt I can build the meta. Level 4, I doubt I can build that meta yet. Level 4, nope. I'm not going to build any metas with that. Do you have any blueprints here that are looking cool? Where's this new one that we just got? Oh, what was it? I don't even remember what it's called. It's not this. Let's find... Did I take a screenshot? I think I did, right? Oh, I forgot to switch the thing over to... Thank you. Here we go. What is this machine? The Star Traveler Sniper Weapon Blueprint. Star Traveler. But it doesn't tell you which machine. Alright, I guess we gotta look around and find the word Star Traveler. Devil's Playground, Crack Shot. Look at that. These... I've used my snipers so little so far this season, this year, that I don't even have... Here we go. I don't have very many... Let's see how that one works. I'm going to keep this weirdness, or should I put in the meta one? Oh, we've already loaded up the meta one. Okay, I'm going to start deleting some of these. Like, I don't care about this. And that's the new meta. That's a thing that I built. That's a thing that I built. That feels redundant. These two are the same, but one has a scope and one doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Let's pick something. Here we go. For funsies, we're gonna pick the raw machine. Just boom, raw machine. Okay, so quick review. Meta, sidearm meta, not sidearm meta. Meta main with a... Alright. Good enough for now. Oh, sorry. I forgot to switch you back over to the Xbox. Ugh. I need a stage manager. Okie dokie, friends. That took forever. We've been at this for 51 minutes and 31 seconds. So weird. Time has been flying like crazy to me. And it kind of weirds me out. Okay, I'm gonna unplug my iPad here because we're not gonna use it again for the rest of the stream, and it's already fully charged, and I don't want it to get overcharged. I don't know if it matters anymore, but that used to be a thing, and we grew up with that. Like, don't overcharge your battery; it'll melt. I think the new batteries are like smarter than that, but old habits die hard. That's where the name Die Hard comes from. Well, I think one of the places. Anyways, blah blah blah. Welcome to the show. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see who's. Let's jump through the portal of portals. Let's first of all check how the stream is doing. I keep forgetting I want to go through and revisit all my settings. In part because I was wondering how much of my performance issues was my old, slowly dying modem. Got a new modem. Got to replace. It's new. It's new to me, anyways. But here we go. All right, we're now nicely averaging 2,000 something. And real quick, TikTok roll call. Cupids, Raider fan, My Trigger Sucks, Swift 203, Scenario, something in Cyrillic, Caden something, Lucky Smoosh Magaz. What is it with your internet names, people? I don't get them. Okay, anyways, shout out to all of you. Thank you for swinging through and dropping by. Much appreciated. Welcome to the show. If you're still watching, if you're not, I guess, whatever. It's fun and neat. I appreciate that people swing through, and I know that it's like weird, but this whole thing is a weird thing. We're literally trying to commodify ourselves as entertainment for other people, and it's like, I don't know, it's a weird thing, but here we are. Anyways, enough rambling and babbling and looking at loadouts. We are now going to play the game. I'm also going to unplug. Oh wait, are we gonna? I'm going to unplug DJ Zed because he's also maxed out on battery life. And we're probably not going to play DJ Zed a lot. Unless I decide to start taking lots of breaks in the stream, but I probably won't do that. Okay, put this in performance mode to hopefully boost its thing. I've been playing without headsets for multiplayer because doesn't seem to be a need to chat. The only thing I ever encounter in audio chat when I play multiplayer is people being annoying and distracting. I've never encountered teammates that actually want to talk to their own teammates. Warzone, completely different. You play on Warzone and people are like, why aren't you on mic? Let's go. We got to talk about this stuff. So it's weird. It's very weird to me. There you go. All right. Let's get into it. We're going to jump into a match. I'm going to mute the mic because I play headset free. Headaches. I get weird headaches because of the pressure on the top of my head. And it's annoying. But also, I just have more fun. And you guys don't need the echo chamber. So, here we go.
C4 deployed.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles attached to hardpoint.
Clear. Sniper is down. Clean kill.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint is active.
Incoming frag.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Enemy UAV inbound.
Applying stim shot.
Heads up. Hostile care package inbound.
No good to us down there.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostile counter UAV established above. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Spotted enemy spring mine.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Enemy care package above. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Watch out, enemy Hellstorm launch. Hardpoint locked down.
Grenade out.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Using stim.
Enemy CUAV inbound.
Frag going out. Scout pulse activated.
Enemy UAV inbound. Hardpoint
makes us
identified. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Watch out. Grenade.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Got a mover.
Hostile counter UAV established above. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Target ID. Semtex thrown.
You gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it! Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is secure.
Hostile Semtex.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint active. Enemy CUAV inbound.
Sending Molotov.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hostile counter UAV established above.
Enemy down.
Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Enemy UAV inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead. Hardpoint identified.
Incoming Semtex.
Hardpoint set. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Guess I chose the wrong people for the job. My bad.
C4 coming in.
Wow! I dropped into a match that was already in the middle of stuff, and am way out of my league here. I'm getting... Look at that, I got destroyed there. What loadout is that? Smooth Flow Ladra. Oh, that must be from a bundle. Brutal. But A, people pick the weirdest names, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. B, that was harsh. Like I didn't like how any of those machines performed. They seemed way the wrong choices for that size map. But then again, I got a beef with the way they categorize that map. That map is it's considered a small map, and I'm like, excuse me? That's not a small map. That's a medium map. The train is a small map. And I don't get why they lump things like the bullet train and what's that, like, what are the other really good small maps? And then they put that, like, that doesn't feel like a small map to me. What am I gonna do? Anyways. Here we go. I did not like those machines at all. They felt way like the wrong setups for what we were doing. I wasn't hitting anybody. I'm a scope person. Okay. I'm gonna replace each of these so-called meta builds with one of my own. So in the same category class, this it's the same machine almost. Here's one that I've been using, although it's chunky and the handling's hard. That's a good one. Here's a recent build of that. Here's one. There we go. That's very similar to the meta, but it's got the eyepiece and the thing. I didn't even use this thing. Keep that there. Let's pick a Ladra replacement build. Come here. Finish loading. Oh my god, what is going on? Here we go. Are these just really built the same? Maybe I just copied the meta. Here's my recent pair of custom builds. Let's use this one. Krieg C. I'm gonna leave that one there. And the KS. No, we're gonna switch a KSV to one that's got a scope of some kind. Includes locked attachments. What have I got on here that's locked? Nothing. I've got the optic. That's not locked. What does that even mean? Why does it say it's locked? That's just the base machine with it. I don't like that. Let's go. Maybe it's just got a what? I don't understand that. This doesn't make any sense. Some attachments are not available for use in multiplayer. I don't understand when that happens. That doesn't make any sense to me. These all look the same. I think I just duplicated the meta twice. So we're going to delete some of these. Because that looks like the exact same machine, except the coloration, right? The skin, or whatever you call it. Here we go. We're going to use this. What was this one? That one has my other favorite little sight is the circular, the little loop. I forget what it's called. It's got a funny Russian sounding name. I'm already out of coffee and I'm already craving more. It's bad. Coffee, bad. Anyways, hello friends. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Whether you like to watch live or you swing by after the fact, your viewership is appreciated. Tell your friends. This struggling content creator needs an actual real life audience. not a bunch of bots trying to sell me stuff. Okay, here we go. I'm going to mute myself and jump into the match, crank up the audio. Sorry for the lack of commentary during the match, but I'm trying to play my best for your entertainment. And you don't need to hear an echo chamber of the sound effects. Let's go.
Domination. You know what Langley expects. Get it done. Taking C. We control
Initiating
Zone
objective
C.
control.
The lead is ours. Losing Bravo.
Hostile marksman in our AO.
Taking Bravo underway. We lost them. Losing B. We lost B.
What's your target ID, punk?
Taking A. Taking B. Locking down Bravo. Hostiles reclaim the lead. Securing B. Bravo is ours. Net call. Enemy watchdog helo inbound. We claimed the advantage. Now hold it. Enemy UAV inbound. Bravo.
Drill charge out.
Losing B. Enemy Hellstorm launch detected. Bravo lost. Locking down Bravo.
Your assault pack has been destroyed.
Taking Bravo underway.
Hostile deleted.
Taking B. B secured. Losing Bravo.
Planting kill shot. Using stim shot. Impact in there.
Taking Alpha.
Sniper threat. I'm on the
Securing
objective.
Zone A. All objectives locked down. Hold the enemy back. Losing B. We're losing Charlie.
Sniper removed.
We lost C.
Operator, RTXC.
Locking down Charlie. Securing C.
We have an infiltrator.
There's a mole among us. Find them.
Enemies have destroyed your assault pack.
Location secure. Maintain current posture. We lost A.
Fire. Friendly target. Using drill charge.
Losing Bravo. Losing B. Hostile UAV established overhead. Losing Bravo.
Hey, cabrón. You're A. Assault pack. Who needs ammo?
We lost B.
Calling drill charge.
Hellstorm incoming. Securing B. Bravo zone secure. Losing B. Losing Bravo.
Semtex out.
Bravo lost. Enemy UAV inbound.
Oi, that was too fucking close. Going off.
Taking B. Securing B. B secured. Losing B.
Deploying RCXD.
Pull your head out of your arm and check your fucking target. Buenas al target, danger. Take him down.
We have reports to infiltrator. Watch your back. Hold the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose.
down! Frag!
They were already dead. We just hadn't realized. Good job.
TACOM, mission area's ours. Dispatch cleanup crew.
The trick is to find the right places to figure out where you can get tactical advantage over other players. Some people call that camping and think that it's bad. The trick is if you realize that there are locations that are good camping spots, the challenge is figuring out the tactic that gets you the advantage over those advantageous camping spots. I'm not saying I pretend to know how to do that. I'm just saying that's what you need to do, I think. Anyways, still not super satisfied with my loadouts. These are not doing it for me. Then again, also, it really depends on the field. Like if we were playing the smallest of the maps, these would be performing a lot better for me, I think. But also, I'm feeling weirdly out of it and not like I don't know. I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. I'm trying to be honest about my experience. And I felt like I was in a good place like a month ago, and now I feel like I'm out of it. And I don't know if it's because I took too much time off recently. Well, with Assassin's Creed Shadows dropping, I'd stop playing Call of Duty for a hot minute. Let's keep the machines we've got for now. But let's try it in... No, that's not... Small mosh pit. What do we got? See, Lifeline, small. Blaze Town, I would call that a medium. It's the same as Warhead because it's kind of a confusing map. Payback, medium. Babylon, medium. Bullet Train, small. Nomad, I would almost argue that one feels big. Stakeout, very small. Racket, I don't even recognize that map. I'm not sure if I've played that very much. And then Subsonic doesn't feel like a small map. I would have argued for a tighter list, shorter, fewer maps, and only the ones that are actually really tiny. I really wish there was a Bullet Train 24/7 list because I love that map, but it's crazy weird. It's very linear. I think people hate it. I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and play small map mosh pit with these builds to see if when we actually land in smaller maps, I find them more useful. Or that I can apply their use as intended. Here we go. Breaking Marvel nerd news. I've got a notification here that just popped in. The quote, and I'm quoting here from a headline. So don't get mad at me. Moon Knight creator gives an update to the series return 3 years after season 1 finale. I never finished Moon Knight. It's one of the few Marvel shows of recent Marvel time that I just wasn't feeling it. Didn't get into it. Anyways, here we go, friends.
Face-off team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats. We're winning. Keep it that way. They've taken the lead. We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
get the last word. Friendly, friendly.
Enemy drill charge.
Hostile down. Hostile concussion spotted.
Eyes on hostile. Five banger.
Send in Semtex.
Clear. Sniper is down. Enemies
Semtex out.
Five down.
Send in Semtex.
Lower pulse. One down.
Injecting stim.
10 stack.
Move, move, move.
Assault pack available.
One in my sight. Slide him. Incoming.
Molotov inbound.
When I got lucky, didn't ya? Using fuel charge. Hostile Molotov.
I'm on your side. Hostile shot spotted.
Eyes on enemy Molotov. Fuel charge out. Remember me. Wasted. Enemy grenade.
Not much time left. Put this to bed.
Semtex front. Not this time. Throwing frag.
Hostile sleep agent spotted.
Hostile stun.
Hostile Molotov.
Net call. Sleeper agent detected. Damn it, Crimson, that's not good enough.
Hard fail, Crimson. We need to fight.
That map is the most annoying map I've ever played in my short period of time playing Call of Duty franchise. I'm sure there are other maps as annoying. Like, it used to be the most annoying map I didn't like playing was Shipment. But then I got the hang of Shipment in its various forms. And this thing is new levels of insanity that it's too much for me. Don't like playing it. It's too crazy. But I guess every once in a while I gotta make myself do it. Usually, and I don't know why it's different this time, but when I've noticed that they do a double XP weekend right before the Battle Pass season ends, it usually includes Battle Pass double XP, to help you. They're not doing that this time, and I don't get why. Is it because I have a handful of double XP? How many do I have? Not that many. I have one 15-minute one and 3 1-hour ones. I don't think I need that many. I use them a little bit, though. One moment, please. I need to go answer Mother Nature's call, because this coffee's finally working its way through the system. Be right back. Alright, sorry for that delay. We are back. Let's just jump back into it. Don't be shy, please say hi, especially if you're on TikTok. Dear TikTok viewers, if you're currently hearing the sound of my voice, I can't see your names unless I go make a whole trip over to the TikTok profile page. So, drop a little message and I'll be able to acknowledge you in between matches. One of these days I should really force myself to play more of the 16 normal, regular modes, because I don't play them very often. I don't know why. I have my preferences and I stick to them. But oh well. Here we go. Hopefully that is enough to get us through the battle pass. Anyways, it's a meaningless thing, but it's part of the fun. Alright, let's have fun.
Eyes on hostile.
Overdrive. We have our orders. See it through.
Oi, that was too fucking close.
Establishing score streak.
Enemy assault pack destroyed. Heads down, sniper working.
Hostile LDBR drop detected. We've claimed
Eyes
the
on shock
advantage,
charge.
now hold it. Enemy care package above.
Calling in score streak.
Hostile UAV
Using drill
established
charge.
overhead. You're falling behind, Kristen.
You fucking blind.
We're winning. Keep it that way.
Operator establishing score streak.
Take cover. Eyes on enemy. Oi, Sancho, sling your rook.
We've given up the lead. We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
Planting drill charge.
Eye on enemy profile. I don't do anything for free.
They're right where we want them. Finish the job.
Eyes on hostile, sir.
Hostile shooter.
They never stood a chance. Proceed to extract Crimson.
Adler's lot are on the run. Solid job, Crimson.
I don't know what weird mode we were playing, but that yellow fog business was confusing. I don't get what that's about. Maybe we were playing the... Ooh. Is it like to get that yellow glow? Oh, look at this guy! He just had everybody line up. But I don't get that look very often. I don't know what they're doing different. Anyways, here we go. Win or lose, I try to enjoy the match and play the game to the best of my ability and improve my understanding of how the game works. Here we go. I am absolutely guilty of being lazy on certain classes. I focus on ARs, and then the big machine guns, and then I tend to neglect the submachine guns and shotguns. I almost never use, and I need to put in a little discipline to work those and get better at them. Here we go.
Team deathmatch. Let them have it, Black Ops.
Mark bucket. Send the drill charge.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Assault pack here. Deploying drill charge.
Enemy trophy online.
Enemy grenade.
Tango neutralized. Target appears.
We've taken
Incoming
control.
frag.
We got the lead. Now
East side. Sniper working. Throwing Semtex. Hostile shooter.
Waypoint marked.
Shit. Sniper. Dark. Hostile spotted.
Enemy long range.
damn it, we've lost the lead.
Found some prey.
Nice, we're pulling ahead.
5 kills, there's your bar.
West Point requesting UAV.
Enemy trophy system. Sniper working. Using stim.
Enemy scout post detected. Requesting recon above.
Hostile spring mine. Hostile Semtex. Shit! Sniper! Duck!
We have the edge, but don't get cocky. This
Shock
shit ain't
charge
over.
identified.
Hudson, requesting watchdog helo on my grid. Using hand cannon. Perfect execution. The Pantheon's probably pissing themselves right now.
Is the party already over?
I know I'm not the best on the team, but I like it when we win. And I like it when I, feel like I at least helped contribute to the thing. Here's me getting killed. Up there I am. That's the KSV. Infestation. But like, how come it feels like a lot like I will play the exact same build, but they'll do better at it? I don't know. Some people have, are adamant that everyone's cheating, and so that like there's more cheaters than honest players. I don't know that that's true, but there are times when I feel like I must be getting matched up against teams that are way better than me because they're just like destructive, and I just can't seem to keep up with it. Anyways, rolling right into the next one because we got 58 minutes left on this double XP token. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. Let's go. I like both of those maps. Firing range I'm really familiar with from Call of Duty Mobile. And grind. Oh, look at that! Oh, dang it, went away! Oh, for a second people had 420 there. That's always cute. Anyways, yeah, firing range is a fun map. And long before I got Black Ops 6, I had not encountered it in other Black Ops games. And it must be in there somewhere, but I just hadn't come across it. But Call of Duty Mobile, I played a lot of matches on this map.
Team deathmatch. Destroy the enemy. Hostile UAV established overhead. Lead's ours. Enemy UAV inbound. This shit ain't working. Lost the
Good
advantage.
effect.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Enemy UAV inbound.
Going hot.
Enemy with Semtex.
Single shooter.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Requesting recon above.
You've fallen behind.
Frag going out.
Stun set.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Enemy UAV
Confirming hostile.
Oh, hey, actually, do you guys want to buy some pottery?
Enemy CUAV inbound.
Destroyed hostile mine. Destroy the salt pack.
Grenade coming in.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
I am not made for this. I can ceramic.
Throwing frag.
We have movement.
Hold fire. I'm on your side.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Stay to that spot.
Enemy mine. Front. Incoming Semtex.
Enemy HARP operational above.
Job done.
Hostile counter UAV established above.
Enemy grenade.
Backup's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? Better step up.
Calling in score streak.
Net call. Hostile chopper gunner operating. They're the CIA. You think they were just gonna let you walk all
Not
over
closing
them?
this one. Get us the hell out of here.
Domination.
Initiating
CIA,
objective
you're
control.
cleared hot. Work your fragments. Lock down A.
I'm taking this one.
Taking Bravo underway. Losing Bravo. We lost B. Enemy scout post detected. Locking down Bravo. Securing B.
Timid menacing.
Taking Bravo underway. E locked down.
Watch my back.
Task counter UAV above. Get me eyes in the sky. Losing B.
Requesting recon above.
Bravo locked.
Up yours. Enemies rearming.
Taking B. Locking down Bravo. Gray authorizing UAV mission. Taking B. Securing B. Taking Bravo underway.
Get counter UAV in the air.
Beginning capture.
Locking down Bravo. Authorizing CUAV ECM mission. TAC off, requesting recon overhead.
Using drill charge. Place an assault pack.
Taking B.
Tack on, I need eyes overhead.
Hostile impact.
Get the eyes
Initiating
in the
objective
sky.
control.
Securing B. Enemy UAV inbound.
Sorry, mate. Broke your streak. Cease fire. Friendly target. Enemies rearming. Semtex front.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Mover here. Tossing Semtex.
Taking Bravo underway.
Let's go. Eyes on enemy mine. Single shooter. Hey, your day, mate. Semtex out. Engaging foot patrol. Hostile using assault pack.
Locking down Bravo. Ray authorizing UAV mission.
Eyes on enemy Molotov.
Securing B.
Assaulting through. Fragged. Sending Semtex.
Taking B. Locking down Bravo.
Tossing Semtex. Enemy using trophy.
Taking Bravo underway.
Going up.
You're supposed to be the CIA's best. Act like it.
Move, move, move.
Securing B. You lost the fugitives again.
We're getting pummeled
Langley
here.
won't
Withdraw and make for Cassivac.
Incoming lethal.
Okay, I gotta use restroom, but I'm gonna let it roll through. Hopefully we jump back in time. Land right back in time. Echo chamber, sorry.
Hostile sighted. Pizza power.
Okay, sorry about that. Back into it, just grinding along. Hello to anybody dropping in on TikTok live. Hello, viewers. Sorry, I'm unable to, as many a TikToker can, for reasons I'm not entirely clear about. I can't see your names when you pop in. But hello, welcome if you're dropping in. Thank you for dropping by. Here we go, just grinding along, playing my daily duties. Trying to finish this battle pass before the season ends, because I took a bunch of time off and wasn't playing this right when Assassin's Creed Shadows dropped. Of course, now I haven't touched Assassin's Creed Shadows in a hot minute, so we're gonna get back to that maybe later today even. You know, it depends on why is my 420 guy carrying a pair of pliers? I really often, like, I get he's got like shells and then two really fat, like, they're not blunts exactly, because that's a standard joint roll, but they're like somewhere in the middle. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. It's funny. But there are sometimes they've got things on their costumes like, why? We never use that. Why is it there? I get picky. Anyways, here we go.
Team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats.
Rally on Mark's course.
Armed enemy.
These are
Pays to be fashionably early.
pulling ahead. Come on, you're losing this fight.
Eyes on enemy.
We've taken control. Damn it, we've lost the lead. We got the lead. Now hold it. This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
Enemy on the move. Target down. Tally 1. Safety is an illusion. Punch through! Target found.
Lead's ours.
Get this show on the road. Get the counter UAV in the air.
Focus is in position, deploying ECM.
You've fallen behind.
Focus reporting fuel reserves at 50%.
Nice. We're pulling ahead. Come on, you're losing this fight.
Focus terminating ECM operation.
Requesting recon above.
UAV in the turn. We have eyes on it. UAV flight time 50%. On my mark. Mark.
In the bag.
TACOM. We're flying on fumes. UAV returning to tank.
Get down!
Confirmed. Move in! Semtex out. Found you.
Semtex front.
Drop them.
Taking control. You've fallen behind.
I see you.
Hostile spotted. Threat clear.
Sniper hunt.
Clock's ticking, Black Ops. Close this shit down.
Armed enemy.
I don't believe in bad luck. Just bad aim.
Crimson
Get
Ashes
down.
Now,
were a step ahead today.
I'm not an idiot. Ooh, that was really close, actually. Flanking is everything. Like, oh, look at me! Yay!
Hostile shooter. Target removed.
That was pure luck that I, like, swipe across. I'm not the best at like locking on, there's, you know, there's one trick that pros talk about is to constantly ADS and then un-ADS and then ADS again. But I end up just messing myself up. Instead of, like, one creator put it this way. Instead of trying to move your machine in ADS across this way, like, let it out and then pop it back on and it'll lock on. Doesn't help me. Just wobbles all over the fucking place because I'm not good enough at it. Anyways. So that was pure luck that I, like, was dragging across and happened to pop him right there. But it's nice to get best play against against a winning team that's beat you. Okay, here we go. Couple more rounds, then I'm gonna take a break.
Team deathmatch. Time to get our hands dirty, Black Ops. Get to work. Lead's ours.
You're walking a thin line, asshole. Sending frag. We have movement.
Stand drone.
Watch your fire. Activating signal lord.
Standing stun.
Fucking blind.
Enemies rearming.
Target eliminated.
That was just for you.
I never forget it.
Frag thrown. Healing up. Mark spotted. Tactical, front.
TACOM, launch counter UAV. Class requesting UAV tasking.
Drill charge going out. Hostile marksman got careless. Incoming frag. Spring mine going out. Stun incoming.
Enemy Sending a
Watch out! Grenade! Found you. Enemy tactical.
No medals for second place. Crush those dirtbags.
Hostile spring mine. Molotov.
God damn, I love the taste of victory. Hotel
You
Sierra.
think they enjoyed that as much as I did?
enemy drill charge! Eyes on it! Fire down!
Snowy map, let's go. For a good time. You know, too many thoughts at once, but one of the things I need to do soon is get back to the campaign, because I haven't touched it since launch. I'm embarrassed to admit that, but it's true. Here we go. Back into the match.
Team deathmatch.
Take your head
Neutralize all threats.
Grenade incoming. Frag thrown.
Target ID.
Move in!
Target ID. Target eliminated. Got the bastard. Frag going out. Blast.
Got the sniper. Let's move.
Target found. May the
Hostile
course.
UAV established overhead. Enemy UAV inbound.
Go, go, go!
Come on, you're losing this fight.
Using stim.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Another body. Incoming frag. Got a mover. Watch out! Grenade! It's a start. Tackle, deploy counter UAV.
Counter UAV above. Use a gun.
Tackle. Launcher UAV.
Counter UAV power at 50%.
Alley 1.
This is Focus. We are bingo.
Sending
fuel.
drill charge.
RTB.
They're done. Get the UAV on grid.
UAV commencing surveillance operation. UAV fuel check 50%.
Punch through!
Priority tasking requested.
Bion requesting UAV tasking.
Hostile Semtex.
Hostile UAV established overhead. They're gearing up for a final push. Hope you left some in the tank.
Sniper working.
proud.
Very nice, Marshal. I'm impressed.
That was a really close match. Oh, how? I just don't understand how sniper people can be so fucking accurate when it's like crazy mad motion all the time. Hush, hush. Look at me. That redacted character is actually pretty dope to my imagination because I have a whole theme of like redactedness, redaction as like a gimmick inside of my book series. Okay, got 1 minute left on that token, and that's enough. Let's get this done. All right, we are now at 93% complete. So, is that a loading screen? Yes. Sprays? I cannot figure out how to use sprays. Like, I don't know what button we use in the match to activate the spray. And I think I got it right once by pure accident. And I haven't bothered to go look up, like, I'm sure there's a million little tutorials, or, you know, widgety things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should I go ahead and just buy the tokens? It's 4, 5. I gotta buy, guys. I could buy 5. I've got exactly for 5. But then I'd be out of CP. We're going to save that. We can grind out this final 5. We got 6 hours left in this double XP, but that's not helping the battle pass, so who cares? That means we got 2 days to grind out this final row to unlock. This just locks, right? This just unlocks, rather. Or do we have to grind that out, too? I don't know. What I do know is that it's time. I'm gonna play one more match. I'm gonna take a break. Then I think I might come back and do like a zombies session because we haven't done that in a hot minute. Or I might come back and push myself to jump into Warzone because I've just been letting myself slide on that. Okay. Let's try this overdrive for the maps. It's gonna be madness because it's gonna be 10 players. Let's do it. For funsies. Here we go. I'm surprised this mode is taking so long to load up. Is it because not people aren't playing it? I miss a feature from older Call of Duty games that they no longer utilize, which is, well, what I don't miss is how segregated the playlists were in some of the older modes, older games. Not that I played them in real time, but in going back and looking at them since collecting them, I noticed that in the older the game, the more likely it is that like each mode is in its own permanent playlist. Kind of like the way they do the 24/7 playlist now. Which means that like if 2,000 people are online in that particular version of the game, you're totally SOL if you want to play whatever random mode that isn't the one that's like, usually it's Team Deathmatch has 1,500 and then the other ones have got like 10, 8, 4, whatever it is. So if you're unlucky to you know, Black Ops 4 or whatever, let's just say randomly, I think they did that. You're like, I want to play this mode, but like no one's in that list, so you can only really go play Team Deathmatch. They merged, they changed the way the playlists work, but now they don't. There's no more like active player count. Usually they used to proudly notate that in bright green numbers. Now there's none of that, which is a bummer. I understand reasons why a business would choose not to do that. But from a game design philosophy, I'd be like, we want that up there. We want your community to know, this many people are on the primary playlist. I guess it's maybe too many numbers to parse out and redistribute. I don't know. I guess maybe because the playlists are no longer as isolated, maybe that makes it difficult because people are going to be jumping around all the time. Like I just went from whatever to this new featured playlist. Just taking forever to load. It feels like I'm in an old Call of Duty game and I didn't notice there was only 2 people on the playlist, and I'm sitting here hoping that enough people gather, and they're not gonna because everyone's over on default team, like the basic Team Deathmatch mode. Anyways, blah blah blah, meaningless ramble. Let's see if we can get into a match here. If it doesn't load up soon, I'm just gonna swap over to a different mode. So this is weird to me. Even quick play default modes are taking forever. Well, no, here we go. Never mind. I rescind that statement. That was perfectly normal timing. That other one, that 10v10 mode, was taking forever.
Domination. Weapons free, people. Lay some hate on them. Taking A.
Enemy was
Hostile shooter.
Securing out.
grenade out. Hostiles are resupplying.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Securing zone A. Alpha secure. We're losing Alpha.
I'm rolling now.
We've lost all zones. Enemy UAV inbound.
Locking
Securing
down
C.
the area. Watch my 180.
Hostile counter UAV established above. Hostile UAV established overhead. We control zone C. Enemy harp inbound.
Frag thrown. That was a test. You failed.
Securing B.
I'll take this. Don't let them get close.
Taking Bravo underway.
Using lethal.
We're losing Charlie.
Sending frag.
Enemy.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Revenge is my
Hostile UAV established overhead. They're taking C.
enemy in the open.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Healing up.
We're losing Charlie.
Kind of you to wait
Calling
around
in
for me.
Score Street.
Throwing incendiary.
Hostile UAV established overhead. They're taking C. Taking Alpha. Taking B.
Confirming
All
hostile.
zones lost. Enemy UAV
Capture
inbound.
underway.
All zones are being locked down. B locked down.
Capturing this objective.
Zone C secure. Losing B.
Using lethal.
Losing Bravo.
Heads up. Might as well have launched yourself.
If you're planning on giving up, do it now. If not, get to work.
Popped one. Beginning
Lock it down,
capture.
Bravo.
Counter UAV available for tasking.
RTB, Black Ops. We need to have a fucking conversation.
Wow, I clearly got dropped into a really losing team. I was playing up against a much more organized team. Because we were all over the place and these guys were just
Enemy
destroying
top
us. How come for them the KSV shoots mid-range like that and it hits, and for me it doesn't? Same looking machine, same build, and I know that I'm not the most skilled. What's a cool skin on that machine? It's probably that bundle. But yeah, there's some days where I feel like my skills are okay. I'm just up against people that are that much better. The other days I'm like, oh no, I'm just playing sloppy, and I can feel it. How do I easily get frustrated. Okay, here we go. 1 or 2 more matches, and we're out of here. Like, I'm not going to count that one because I clearly got dumped into an already, like, irrevocably lost match. Like, that match was done for. It was gone, right? Like, there was no coming back. I got dropped into it in the middle. That's, some people complain, like, how come I spawn and I get eliminated? That's the leftover, like, alert from the person you're replacing is what I think. I suspect. It's just my theory, but it's not like you're getting tagged with an elimination. I don't think. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just the way my brain wants to answer that question. Anyways, here we go.
Hardpoint. Secure the objective. Hostiles
Enemy
have the
maneuvering.
hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Hostile marksman in our AO.
Hardpoint identified.
Semtex incoming.
Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hostiles reclaim the lead.
Molotov going out.
Hardpoint located. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint is secure. The lead is ours.
Take them down.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. They've taken the lead. Hardpoint locked down. We've taken the lead. Stay on task. Hardpoint identified.
Party dual charge.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Incoming lethal.
Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
One in my sights.
Hardpoint locked down.
Enemy spring mine.
Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is active.
Eyes on enemy mine.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Dual charge out.
Hardpoint is secure.
Taking stim. Lining one up. That's a kill. Have visual.
Hardpoint identified.
Using drill charge.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have
Sniper
captured the
neutralized.
hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Let's go.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is active.
Movement.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Sniper removed.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Hostile decoy. Enemy decoy incoming.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint active.
Planting drill charge.
Hardpoint locked down.
Semtex front. Target ID.
Hardpoint located.
Move up. Marksman is down.
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Get down. Frag.
Hardpoint locked down.
Semtex in Tango front.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is secure. Feel that? They're about to break. Give them a nudge.
Eyes on enemy Molotov.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Take him down. Heads down. Sniper working.
Grey requesting Watchdog Helo above. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint is down. Authorizing LDBR strike on my grid.
Grenade incoming.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Drill charge out. Heads down. Sniper working.
Hardpoint
Target appears
identified.
hostile.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Using drill charge. Sniper frame neutralized. Enemy grenade. Planting drill charge.
Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint located.
Let's go.
You're falling behind, Crimson. Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down. We're winning. Keep it that way. You made it look easy, Crimson.
The battle goes to the bold.
Okay, that was actually really annoying, but whatever. I need to take a break. This map is really complicated and should not be considered a small map. It's madness to think this is a small map. It's medium-sized and very complex. It's got multiple avenues and lots of weird cover, and man, it's a mess to play. That's an animation I've never seen. It's a winner circle thing I've never seen before. Anyways, good times. We're gonna back at this. Drop the token. 95% complete. With 2 days left to go on season 3. I'm gonna take a break and then we're gonna come back to maybe jump into some Warzone side. I don't know which mode, but over on Warzone side we're gonna play. We're gonna grind out the last of this battle pass. Then during the turnaround, when there is no battle pass, because that usually takes like a day and a half, 2 days, we're gonna keep playing obviously, but we're gonna focus on the campaign mode, which I have neglected for months and months, and have yet to get past basically the first third. So hope you tune in for some of that. As always, then, friends, thank you for watching. Please, by all means, smash that follow button if you can. Support the show. Please consider donating, as this is getting challenging for me. And you know, the world's slowly getting harder and harder to survive. So,